going on? It's MassiveJoes RAW review, and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Awesome raw review for the viewers at home today on an all-new protein powder from our good friends at BSN. It is, of course, BSN IsoBurn in the house. Let's get straight into it, show you guys exactly what's in it, tell you exactly what it's going to do. That nutritional information panel ain't going to get it done. We're about to go balls deep in this here BSN IsoBurn. Luckily, got ourselves one of these big ass nutritional information panels for the viewers at home. Starting from the top, got yourself one level scoop, 30 grams, got yourself 20 of them 30-gram bitches in one of these bitches. In terms of what the 30 grams is made up of, got yourself 120 calories, 2 grams of fat, so it's about 7% fat, of which 1 gram is saturated. 10 milligrams of cholesterol, it's a tiny bit of cholesterol. Got yourself 6 grams of carbohydrates, of which 2 are sugar, so it's about 22% carbohydrate. Got yourself 20 grams of protein, so it's about 72% protein. So it's a relatively high protein, lean protein powder. Also got 5,000 units of vitamin A, a little bit of sodium. Moving right along, got yourself your IsoBurn blend. Now this is where this protein powder comes into its own. This is where, if I wanted to, no, I'm not going to say, we'll leave that for the effects. IsoBurn blend, 1 entire gram or 1,000 milligrams. It's a combination of green coffee extract from the seed, standardized for 50% chlorogenic acid. Chlorogenic acid is responsible for slowing the release of glucose into the blood, so it helps regulate blood glucose levels. You've then got this pretty cool substance in here. This extract is called lepticor. It's a proprietary blend, a blend of Arabic gum, guar gum, locust bean gum, blue-green algae extract, beta-carotene, which is what your body uses to create vitamin A, and pomegranate extract. Now this is a pretty cool substance. I gotta say, I'm gonna put a link in the description box to a PubMed article that actually did some pretty cool studies on this here lepticor. But just to summarize, what they did with the lepticor was they took 92 double-blind placebo. They took 92 people. The people were obese. I do have to disclaim that. You guys will see when you go read the extract of the study. They gave one group 300 milligrams of this lepticor per day. They gave the other group 600 milligrams of lepticor per day. What they found is both of them lost weight and increased serotonin. Serotonin is responsible for making you feel full. The more you took, the better it got. So all of these obese people, just by taking this lepticor, didn't follow no specific diet, didn't follow no exercise regime, just did what the f they were doing, took the lepticor, lost weight, and felt more full. Moving right along, you then got L-carnitine tartrate, the salt of L-carnitine in this bitch. You then got choline bitartrate, which is responsible for reducing well, choline is a precursor to acetylcholine, which helps with mental focus when taking incorrect doses. Choline also, as a fat loss or as a metabolic regulating supplement, can reduce cholesterol, increase lipid metabolism, and as I mentioned before, increase mental focus. And then you got your banaba leaf extract, also known as the Gluco Help patented extract. That's going to regulate blood glucose and actually reduce blood sugar. In terms of the protein, what's actually in it? If we move to the other ingredients down here, viewers at home, you can see it's whey protein isolate, and that's it. It's not a blended protein. It's just whey protein isolate. Then you got yourself some sunflower powder, which is really just in there to thicken it, make it taste nice, man. Some MCTs, medium chain triglycerides, which is where the fats come from. Some artificial colors, artificial flavors, and that's what's in it. In terms of how it tastes, how it mixes, comes in 3 flavors. Comes in strawberry, comes in vanilla, comes in chocolate, which goes straight to the biceps. Let me get myself my Team MassiveJoes shaker, show you guys how it mixes, refresh my memory on how the chocolate tastes, because you all know I need as much help as I can get with the biceps. Chocolate flavor IsoBurn. Gonna throw myself 1 scoop. Actually, before I throw myself 1 scoop, I didn't realize it was a fresh new tub. Gotta bro punch that shit in. Check that out. Tub is about half full. That's what you get for putting 20 serbs in a protein powder. But the scoop is on top. That's what I like to see. Gonna grab myself 1 scoop, 1 20-gram scoop. Don't want to take more than a scoop, might get too big. Might lose too much fat. 1 scoop of the BSN IsoBurn. I'm going to throw it in about half a shaker full of water, man. Throw a lid on this bitch. Few flicks to the wrist. Show you guys how it mixes. And refresh my memory on how it tastes, man. So check it. BSN IsoBurn. I wouldn't go so far as to say perfectly mixed. I'd go so far as to say reasonably mixed. It does have those thickeners in there that we discussed, the sunflower oil and the MCTs in there, man. Notwithstanding that, I would go so far as to say blendable is required. For this here BSN IsoBurn, it is a protein powder after all. Let me refresh my memory on how this chocolate tastes. It's not BSN's best work. Let me just make that unequivocally clear from the start. It's not BSN's best work. Their best work is Syntha 6. Don't get it twisted, man. Syntha 6, that their cookies and cream with the real cookie pieces. Ah, shit. I might need a moment to myself. Delicious. It's not their best work, but you do have to keep in mind that it is BSN's only protein powder that is a 100% whey protein isolate as the source. And you all know it is very difficult to flavor whey protein isolate compared to flavoring protein blends or proteins that have more carbs and more fats in them. So keeping in mind that it is primarily a whey protein isolate, BSN have done quite well with the flavors. Just if you have used a BSN protein in the past, in particular Syntha 6, and you're expecting the IsoBurn to taste like Syntha 6, you will be bitterly disappointed in terms of the effects. Viewers at home who are aware that watch raw reviews and all of our other videos on YouTube would already know my thoughts on fat burning protein powders and would therefore know why the powers that be at BSN actually went out of their way to ask me not to do a raw review on the BSN IsoBurn. And I do have some good friends at BSN, don't get me wrong, but we are the people's company. And the people deserve a damn raw review on the IsoBurn. So that's what you're gonna get. Let me begin by saying, fat burning protein powders are shit. They are. They don't work. They don't work, it's just marketing. Don't get it twisted, that's just the truth. And I'm being honest with the viewers at home. Don't expect to take yourself a fat burning protein powder, take the shit, sit on your do nothing and get shredded as no matter what the label may have you believe, it just doesn't work like that. Now I'm not going to go too hard on BSN here, man, because there's a couple of things with this protein powder that I'm going to address. The first thing is they got the label almost right. Almost right. I would go so far as to say, IsoBurn, down here you guys check it, metabolic activating whey isolate blend. I would agree with the metabolic activating part, and I'll go through that and why in the effects in a second. The one thing I don't agree with is this up here, fat burning protein powder matrix. If we just took that straight off the label BSN, and feel free to take notes, whoever designs the labels at BSN, get your pads out, man. Take that off the label, and then you got yourself 2 thumbs up from MassiveJoes, man. Metabolic activating whey isolate blend I would go with. Fat burning protein powder I would not go with. The reason why I would pay the metabolic activating blend is because you guys saw what's in it. That blend with the lepticore in there and the coffee extract and the banana leaf have been scientifically proven that you take them and they reduce blood glucose levels. They actually help with reducing weight. They actually help with activating your metabolism. I have no issue with that whatsoever. In fact, it is pretty cool. It is pretty unique that it is in the BSN IsoBurn, and I do believe that you can combine that with protein powder, regardless of the thermogenic fat loss bullshit claims that other companies may make. I do believe you can combine compounds like that in the protein powder, and they will actually work. They will actually help activate your metabolism, bring those blood glucose levels down. There's no doubt it works. The studies prove it. Click the link in the description box down below. You guys can go see for yourselves. That being said, there's only 1 entire gram of that active compound in the BSN IsoBurn. And because it's a proprietary blend, as BSN tend to do, they do prop blends. They don't do full disclosure of everything in there. We don't know if the lepticore is clinically dosed. We don't know how much of the green coffee extract is in there. We don't know if the banaba extract is clinically dosed based on the studies. We do know that the L-carnitine is in there for shits and giggles, because we know we need 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams of L-carnitine. There's only 1,000 milligrams of that entire blend. So the L-carnitine, get the my face with the L-carnitine. But everything else, we're a little bit uncertain as to how much is in there. If BSN were to list exactly how much of each is in there, I would be able to give you guys a much more informed opinion on whether or not it's clinically dosed and whether or not you can expect to get the same results that they got in the studies. Because of that, you really have to look at this IsoBurn just as a whey protein isolate protein powder. And in that respect, it is quite good. It's over 70% protein, it's low carb, low fat, it's just whey protein isolate, it mixes well, it's got a nice texture to it, it tastes quite good, and the value for money on it, to be honest with you viewers at home, is pretty much where it needs to be for a whey protein isolate. The one issue I have with it is the size of the damn tubs is ridiculous. For me personally, man, I try to get about 50 grams of protein per meal, so I'll be taking 2.5 scoops. This shit would damn near last me a week, and I'd be done. But for the pushy cats, it's probably the perfect size. We get pushy cats all the time coming in MassiveJoes, man. They want like a 15 to 20 serve protein powder, man. We haven't had one in the past. Now we got one. It's the BSN IsoBurn. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Stay up to date with all the latest editions of MassiveJoes RAW review and everything else we got going on our YouTube channel. That wasn't too bad, was it, BSN? Guys, that is a MassiveJoes RAW review on the all-new BSN IsoBurn in the house. And I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com.